Any time now, the results in the bitterly fought Greater Hyderabad Municipal Corporation elections will be out and will be known. The counting trends show the TRS, the ruling party of Telangana, is leading in over 70 seats. Asaduddin Owaisi's AIMIM seems to have maintained its record by taking a lead in 42 seats till now. But the biggest gainer seems to be the BJP, which looks set to considerably improve its tally. The BJP is leading in close to 36 seats right now, which is a huge jump compared to the 4 seats that it had in the previous round of these civic polls. The Congress party appears to be completely edged out. It's been wiped out of the battle for Hyderabad. Several BJP leaders have put out tweets already hailing the party's performance. Union Minister Hardeep Singh Puri said that early trends indicated a change, while BJP General Secretary B.L. Santosh also earlier on congratulated his party cadre, saying, "Well done, Bhagyanagar." Khushbu Sundar was another prominent BJP face that said the trends indicated that Telangana wanted change. Okay, this is the latest that we're getting in from Hyderabad right now. The results for 56 seats out of 150 are out at this time. TRS has bagged 22 of those 56. Asaduddin Owaisi's MIM has 23, the BJP has 9, and the Congress has 2. So out of 150, 52 seats are final. The results are final. 22 to the TRS, 23 to the MIM, and 9 to the BJP. So still, still about 98 seats to be counted, where the finality is yet to be reached. So at this time, for this limited counting that's come in already, the TRS is at an advantage. Let's go straight to the BJP headquarters in Hyderabad, where India Today's Ashutosh Mishra is live with me. Ashu, what's the mood on the ground there? And by when do you think the final numbers will be in?
So maybe around 10 or 11 p.m. Shiv, it's going to be a little delayed for the final numbers. But yes, this seems like no one lost the election here in Hyderabad, because you have seen celebration mood right outside the TRS headquarters. And here in Hyderabad at BJP headquarters, there is also almost like a celebration mood. So the sweets have already been distributed. The supporters, workers, they got laddus, and that was already celebrated. And in few minutes from now, there will be also crackers, dance, music, everything. Seems that BJP, because no matter how the election was campaign, what we know that kind of senior leaders were brought into campaign, and then high decibel campaign, but altogether the local leadership, the state unit, the district unit, they were quite sure what actually they are going to get into the elections, because they hardly had time to campaign. And then again, a lot of things were missing, but they only what have been hearing from the local leaders that our target is to make it 4 to 40. In 2016, they had only 4 corporators. Their target was to reach at least 40, and that expansion give you a boost up to prepare for the next assembly election 2023 in Telangana assembly election. And that seems to be paying off. The BJP's campaign put in the kind of number that they have got and the kind of campaign they made. That's completely unprecedented for the BJP as far as performance in Telangana and in Hyderabad municipal elections are concerned. And here the celebration, that's exactly why the celebration is almost underway. And few minutes from now, you will hear crackers as well, dance, music, celebration, everything. So, one really, look at the enthusiasm, look at the energy, that how these workers are cheering up, and that they know how they performed. And again, the sweets here for the workers.
Ankit Tyagi is also live from the BJP office. Ankit, so, the counting is going to go on till a little later tonight, apparently, but the celebrations have already broken out. Everyone has a little bit to celebrate, it looks like, in Hyderabad today.
That's right, and Shiv, you know, the amazing part is that TRS is celebrating a victory that they would be able to have the mayor on their own. AIMM, their position not changed much, just around the same mark that they possibly were in the last election. But the BJP, of course, celebrating because of the surge or the dent that they have been able to make. For the BJP, it was important, a second window as far as the southern surge of the party is concerned. And as Asutosh was showing these visuals, all these Karyakartas, the boost that it has given to the Karyakartas, that Shiv speaks about how they are going to now conduct themselves after this election. The soil that they have been able to till in this election, they are hoping that they would be able to in fact go through to the 2023 election. And for the TRS, one thing is very, very clear. Though they would be able to have their own mayor, the fact remains that, you know, in Telangana now, BJP would emerge as the principal opposition. You can see, you know, the festivities have begun here. Sweets are being distributed, you know, and on the Karyakartas. Though we are still away from the final results to firm up, but one thing remains very, very clear for the BJP. This is possibly what they were hoping. They are now going to build from here. They'll breathe down TRS's neck. And we have seen how the BJP as an election machinery, as a campaign machinery, has been so effective. And sensing an opportunity with the Congress completely being decimated, not only are they hoping to garner the North Indian settlers vote, those who possibly would be swayed by some kind of Hindu sentiment with campaigners like Yogi Adityanath, Tejasvi Surya. On the other hand, they also are hoping that the anti-incumbency vote, which could have gone to the Congress party, stays intact, comes towards the BJP, and that would possibly give them the kind of success that they are hoping in the next election. The party claim that they are going to get the mayor position or possibly the single largest party. That is not going to happen. But Shiv, even if 4 converts into 20, not even 40, that would be the BJP making a dent in this election in a state where they possibly just a few years back were absolutely zero.
I'm going to stay with those images that are coming in from Hyderabad at this time. Let's put our cameras on some of those images to give our viewers a sense of what's been happening in Telangana, in Hyderabad right through today. Because the TRS has been in open celebration. You know, there will be by no small measure a sense of relief if these, you know, if the leads are suggestive of what the final results are going to be. Things are still still very tentative. Things are still pretty delicate for the TRS. They've been on the back foot since early 2019. They got the first jolt from the BJP in the Lok Sabha election, and they got another jolt in the recent by-polls that took place. So the TRS is seeing this particular battle as something of a litmus test. And that explains the exuberant celebrations you're seeing here at the TRS headquarters in Hyderabad. And that's one of the reasons also why the TRS will in no small measure see this as an affirmation of everything that has been said against them. Of course, the BJP will differ. The BJP has arguably much more to celebrate because they've started off on the last election with a result of just 4 seats. And if these trends hold good, the BJP will be well past that 40 figure, which many of them have actually been internally aiming at. While the BJP had, in the course of the campaign, talked about, you know, having a BJP mayor in Hyderabad, that appears not to be possible anymore if these trends actually hold. But the BJP has now made it more about the 2023 assembly elections in Telangana, where they will view this huge increase in strength in the GHMC as something of a validation and a launch pad into the bigger state election that's coming up 3 years from now. Let's just play out some reactions that have been coming in through the day as the numbers came in.
एज एक्सपेक्टेड पूरी जीएचएमसी हैदराबाद पूरा टीआरएस के साथ है क्योंकि हैदराबाद पब्लिक को डेवलपमेंट और शांति चाहिए So Hyderabad has decided the vote towards TRS. It is a great win to our dynamic KT Ramarao Garu. After 99 again, we will be repeating that. By the end of the day, we will get more than 100. That is the trend as of now. So Hyderabad Puri Awam ko, I respect all the Hyderabad voters who have voted for TRS. Thank you so much.
मेहदीपट्टनम में मजलिस इत्तेहादुल मुस्लिमीन ने भारी अक्सरियत से भारतीय जनता पार्टी को हराते हुए मजलिस इत्तेहादुल मुस्लिमीन का झंडा वहाँ पे गाड़ा है। मैं शुक्रगुजार हूँ तमाम मेहदीपट्टनम की आवाम का जिन्होंने सदर मजलिस की आवाज़ में लब्बैक कहा। इंशाअल्लाह हम आपके तवक्कुआत पे पुरजोर मेहनत करते हैं, आपके तवक्कुआत को करने की पुरजोर कोशिश करेंगे।
बहुत अच्छा फाइट चला इसमें, अभी तो जंग चल रहा है, तो इससे एकदम साफ जाहिर हो रहा है कि हैदराबाद में या तेलंगाना में लोग डेफिनेटली टीआरएस को घर भिजाने के लिए, तो उसको वापस घर भिजाने के लिए सोच में तो सब लोग हैं।
This is a paper ballot election, so let us wait for the final result. Let us wait till the evening, but it is a clear message to TRS party that Telangana people and GHMC people have given that we need a change here. Still 3 years plus to go for the local government, and people have decided to vote for a change, and they have decided that Mr. Modi's leadership, non-corrupt administration is what is required in the state of Telangana.
The GHMC voters are clearly vexed by the failures of MIM and TRS together, and in our campaign we have clearly established and exposed TRS party's manifesto promises which they have failed to deliver. Congress is a dead horse and it's gone. We are the only alternative to TRS now in the state, and we are the primary opposition. We were number 3, now we are number 2, and it will not be too far when we will be number 1.
Elections are important aspects for any political party. We have been with the people. When there was a lockdown, we were with the people. Congress talked about development of Hyderabad. And whether we lose or gain, we did develop Hyderabad in the past, and we will continue to harp on developing Hyderabad irrespective whether we sit on the throne of GHMC or not.
So I want you to look at those numbers that we have at the bottom of our screen here on 5 Live. You can see those are all leads that are coming in, trends. TRS with 60 seats, 45 that have gone to the BJP, AI, MIM 43, Congress 2, and others have nil. Now you compare them with what the 2016 numbers are. The TRS had 99, the BJP had just 4, the AIMIM had 44, so they've pretty much maintained, if you go with these leads, at least the Congress had 3, so they've actually fallen by a seat as per these leads. So very, very interesting numbers right now. If you look at 2016 and you look at what is happening at this time. I want to welcome onto our show Krishank Mane of the ruling TRS, Krishna Sagar Rao of the BJP. Krishna Sagar Rao, I want to come to you first because, you know, there are all manners of numbers coming in, but the way it seems since this morning, and there have been big leaders who've been congratulating the Karyakartas as well, from 4 seats in 2016 to the leads suggesting well past the 40 mark this time. You know, whichever way this goes, the BJP has a lot of reason to celebrate.
You're very right, Shiv. We are the biggest gainer in this election, and TRS is the biggest loser. We have grown from 4 to even 40 plus now, because if the trends hold, we will be crossing 40 number. That is 10 times what we had, and 1,000% increase. Now, for a political party, what else can you ask? We are excited. There will be massive celebrations in the evening. This is a huge political milestone. I'll explain you in 2 different factors. One factor which has to be understood by all Indians who are watching this show is that in Telangana, MIM and TRS has an unholy alliance, but they're still together. So that makes Congress the second, the second largest party, and us the third. Today, after Dubaka and after GHMC, we are the second largest party, and from here on, every election, it will be between us and TRS alone. Congress is a dead horse, and it will not be in the race anymore. And if we are number 2 today, we can be number 1 in the next election. So Bharatiya Janata Party, this singular agenda which we have presented to the GHMC has been received very well, while we would have been more happy with the 80 or 85.
Okay.
Now we are very happy of what we are getting now. And then we will take it as the one shot in the arm, and we will work towards building it up I think this
Okay.
result is going to be a force multiplier in Telangana state.
Krishank, it looks like the TRS might still, manage a victory in this particular election, but it's been a bruising one. I'll come back to you, Krishna Sagar. Krishank, it's been a bruising victory if it finally comes down and these trends actually hold.
Shiv, well, I don't understand what is TRS celebrating. Maybe Krishank has to explain.
Okay.
Are they celebrating the loss of 40 seats?
Let him explain. Krishank, why is the TRS celebrating when, as per the trends at this time, it looks like you've lost about 40 seats?
Shiv, you know why we celebrate? The entire national leadership of Bharatiya Janata Party, and when it comes to national leadership of Bharatiya Janata Party, it's none other than, it means their Prime Minister, our Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi ji, JP Nadda ji, Amit Shah ji, up against a regional party, making it a high voltage election. And today, yet again, the spokesperson continues to say TRS and MIM, TRS and MIM. This was what their narrative was. They've been successful or not. They've contested to be a mayor or not. They've contested for the 150 seats or not. They're just happy with these 30, 35 or whatsoever their number of seats. But our promise was to be on the mayor's seat all alone without any alliance or without any MIM, and we are going to do that. At the end of the day, let them celebrate. But on Hyderabad mayor, it's going to be TRS. No MIM or nothing.
But Krishank, you're saying that the BJP sent all those people. Sending all those people has worked. They've got 10 times the number of seats they got last time. I'm talking about just in terms of a party that's invested its resources in an election. It has worked for them, Krishank.
Sure. Now, Narendra Modi ji's leadership, Bharatiya Janata Party is thinking about only increasing of seats and not winning an election. Well, we won an election on them. At the end of the day, everyone starts from number one. Everyone starts from the number one from go of an election. And we've done the same thing. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a TRS party's mayor. We have the numbers. So let them celebrate what it is. Let them go with their narratives. People will also see that their narratives are leading nowhere. If they are having an alliance with MIM to be on Hyderabad's mayor, I don't
Krishank,
think
you're being Krishank, I agree with you on one point. A win is a win. At the end of the day, in an election, a win is a win. And if the TRS has its mayor, that's a big deal. But you're being a little disingenuous, Krishank. You're being disingenuous when you say that ultimately the BJP tried and they failed. They sent everyone and they didn't fail. The BJP is saying that every election is an opportunity to build your base and build your strength. And they have definitely appeared to do that in this election.
But on what lines? Shiv, on what lines? On what lines? I mean, Bharatiya Janata Party always tying us up with MIM. That shows their attitude, how important MIM is for Bharatiya Janata Party. Without MIM, Bharatiya Janata Party does not exist. Be it in Hyderabad, be it in Bihar, be it in Bengal. BJP on debates, on ground, they need MIM. Without MIM, they cannot speak. So for those narratives,
but Krishank, now you're arguing about the methods. Ultimately, an election is fought. I mean, we can argue endlessly about the methods. And we, as you know, here on India Today, we have put a spotlight on the polarizing politics that have happened during this campaign. You know that I don't take sides on that particular issue. Krishna Sagar Rao, the TRS says you put all your firepower into this, and you couldn't wrangle a win out of this. Respond to that.
I really
and
wish
the
to congratulate us. If he had gotten more than 75 by now, I would have congratulated him. But he did not get it, and he is claiming mayoral position based on an ex officio win. That is not a win. That's a shortcut. Now I am challenging. If you get 75 plus, and if you can win the mayoral position by yourself, I will be the first one to congratulate you. But if you don't, then your secret arrangement with MIM will be exposed, Krishank. So you always try to distance yourself prior to the election. At least now, post the election, embrace your partner MIM, because
BJP is in power in center. Why depending on MIM?
Krishank, let him finish. Otherwise, we can't hear either of you. Let him finish. You can respond to him.
A rural constituency. Shiv, let me finish. Recently in Dubaka, a rural assembly constituency voted for us. now in GHMC, which is a microcosm of the entire Telangana state, has voted for us so generously. And this is a semi-urban and urban constituency which houses just about 25 assemblies out of 119. So we look at it as a great opportunity to march forward for 2022 or 23, whenever the next election happens. So for BJP, it's a big win. And for TRS, it's certainly a loss, whether they accept it or not. If they want to celebrate their loss of 40 seats, I welcome them to go ahead and do it.
Krishank, you have to be a little honest about this. The Lok Sabha elections, the Dubaka by-poll, and now this, where if these trends hold, I always want to give the disclaimer, if these trends hold. Let's just go with what we have right now. It says TRS 61, BJP 44, etc., etc. If these trends hold, I mean, this is not good news for the TRS. You're talking about the mayor being from the TRS, Krishank, but this is more bad news for the TRS. I mean, your numbers have come down. It seems like that pattern is continuing.
Shiv, each election holds its own significance, like even Dubaka or the previous assembly elections, or even this GHMC election. The point here is, in previous parliament election, when Bharatiya Janata Party got 4 MPs, Congress got 3 MPs, the voting percentage of TRS dipped down to 37.5. Today, TRS is again picked up to 41%, today's voting percentage of the GHMC. So it's a loss or a gain. But only thing is, till now there were triangular fights in Telangana since 2014. It was TRS versus Congress versus BJP. But today, for the first time, yes, in this election, it is TRS versus BJP. This is a new fight. This is a new dual fight.
So they have established themselves as an opposition at this level then?
Yes,
which is what they wanted to do.
But they do not want to accept the point that when the fight is TRS versus BJP, we have an edge. We've got our numbers. They've got all their narratives. They've got all their ammunition. They had the Prime Minister's charm. They had the Home Minister. They had their National President. They had MIM to put the shoulder and shoot at us. But at the end of the day, between all this, Chief Minister KCR has got his numbers again. Though it was a dual fight
40
between
less
TRS,
than last time.
TRS versus BJP.
Krishank, forgive me for this, but you're proving my point. I'm literally, just look at the mathematics don't lie ultimately.
Let the final figures
you're
come
saying
first.
that the BJP, okay, let us assume you're right and that the BJP put its hand on the AIMIM for support, etc., etc. All of that has worked. You're proving the BJP's point, Krishank.
Shiv, can you expect Virat Kohli to do a century every match? I mean, first match he does a century, next match he comes to a 90 or 95.
But there's a big test match coming in 2023 is the point, Krishank. You're absolutely right. Krishna Sagar Rao, let me just shift this a little bit. Is the BJP, given the huge amount of firepower that was deployed by the BJP for this election, was it the BJP's aim to just get past the 40 mark, or was it ever possible in your internal assessments to actually even possibly win this election?
See, Shiv, I don't want to be a spoiler and I don't want to speak retrospective, but yes, we would have won 100 seats if we were given a fair chance to fight. I am not finding an excuse of getting less numbers, but everybody in the country today knows the SEC was made into a puppet and abuse of power has ensured that in 10 days...
Okay, Krishna Sagar Rao's Skype is apparently frozen. We'll try and get back to that. Okay, we'll get back to that in just a moment. Krishank, while we wait for Krishna Sagar Rao to come back, one of the questions that he raised, which was that if you don't have the numbers, the 75 mark to have your own mayor, will you tie up with the AIMIM? That's another question that's coming up right now. He says that now the TRS is cornered, and the asliyat or the real truth of the connection between AIMIM and TRS will be known, and that it's a fixed match. That's what the BJP alleges. How will you handle that, Krishank?
Well, we are still confident that the game is still not over and the final figures are not out, and our confidence is that we will cross the 75 mark. But nevertheless, the figure which we need is 38 ex-officio members, plus the number which we need is 67, not 75.
Okay, I stand corrected.
It is 67, yeah. It is 67 plus 38. So we are comfortable enough. We are comfortable. We don't need an MIM. Probably BJP would want to need an MIM, but then we don't need an MIM. We are close enough to be the mayor.
But tell me something, Krishant. The dynamic, this is the Greater Hyderabad Municipal Corporation election. You've got the state election coming up in 3 years from now. So this is a good thing and a bad thing in some ways, wouldn't you say? A good thing in the sense that
yes.
Maybe the TRS has got the kind of jolt it needs to course correct and strategize for 2023 because the BJP is a real force to reckon with now as far as an opposition force is concerned in Telangana. There has been no opposition in Telangana. The Congress is nowhere, it has evaporated. The AIMIM is a kind of frenemy. I mean, you guys use each other, the way you want to, depending on the election. I'm sure the BJP also does. But now you've got a real opposition in Telangana.
Well, Shiv, if the narrative is government of Telangana versus government of India, TRS versus BJP, if this MIM thing is apart, then definitely the debate will be on that what government of Telangana has done, what government of India has done to government of Telangana or for the Telangana state. So this debate has to come up, and yes, in the coming 3 years, we will definitely see. We will take up all these farmers' issues. We've been taking up those issues, and that's what BJP leaders are saying. You've questioned us on the public sector units being disinvested. You've spoken about the farm bills, against the farm bills, opposing those farm bills, and that is why we are talking surgical strike. That is why we've taken this election serious, is what they are speaking. All the Bharatiya Janata Party spokespersons have been talking since the morning. But nevertheless, this 3 years, yes, it will be a fight opposite the government of India. That's how we will take it into the people, that how government of India failed, right from Hyderabad flood relief to many other issues on what they've promised to the state and what they haven't done. This MIM thing, this Pakistan thing, surgical strike thing won't be there for long. Definitely come tomorrow, the debates of Telangana and government of India's responsibility will be the priority.
All three parties are going to have a lot of things to analyze. The AIMIM has basically sort of maintained its tally. So, for them, perhaps the least. But for the BJP and the TRS, there's going to be a lot of introspection to see. Alongside whatever celebrations actually happened. We'll have to leave it there for the moment. Unfortunately, we lost that link with Krishna Sagar Rao, so I would have liked to extend this, but we're out of time on that discussion. Thank you, Krishant. Thank you, Krishna Sagar Rao, if you can hear me. We're going to take a very quick break here on 5 Live. On the other side, I'm going to take you to Hyderabad and get you the situation on the ground right before the final picture becomes clear in this most viciously contested municipal election. Who would have thought that a municipal election would be fought in this manner? Well, the picture is clear in a couple of hours from now on the other side of this break.